Hello and welcome to Module 3 on the Incident Command System. I'm here at another one of the museum that I visit frequently, and this stuff behind me is called art. I know a guy named Art. He doesn't look anything like this. I mean, it looks like balls, yellow balls with black spots. What do I know? What do I know about art? Well, not very much, obviously. So let's get started. Maybe we'll learn something about Incident Command System instead of art, which is fine with me. Be a lot more useful to you than art. Incident Command System. Another crucial element of the ERP is the Incident Command System. ICS is utilized on each and every incident and emergency response, and it ensures a unity of command and a span of control. It's important on an emergency response to have somebody in charge, not having different people giving orders and under one incident commander. And the ICS structure has 5 basic elements: command, operations, planning, logistics, and finance. Now, that's not too much different from a company. Most companies have the same kind of structure: command or management, operations, the people that get everything done, planning. Maybe that's part of the logistics, and certainly finance. But it's a little more stricter in an incident command system. That's kind of the structure of it. You got the incident commander, top, the safety officer, and medical officer reports to the safety officer. Any liaison, that might be like public, whoever deals with the public and that type of thing. Then you have your logistics, operations, planning, and finance. You notice operations has the most of the beneath it. Entry lead, decon lead. These are all the decon members, entry members. So they have the most of the resources, or most of the people who are going to come under operations. So incident command system is set up, again, 5 systems. Command, they're responsible for managing the response and have responsibility for the results. Policies and procedures are executed in accordance with their directions. The resources of the organization are at their disposal. Responsibility, big word. And when you're in business, that's basically where the money is, where you get paid. If you're responsible, you have responsibility for something, and you take care of that responsibility. So ICS, that's incident command, is extremely important in this whole thing. Operations has the responsibility to execute command's policies and procedures. Operations directs the bulk of the organization's resources, and frequently those resources are manpower. Okay, or human power. Planning, responsible for the collection and analysis of information. To operate effectively, decisions made by command must be based on the best information available. This information is used to develop plans to bring the release under control. Now, planning is one of those things that you do before you do something. Of course, you plan it, but it doesn't stop there. Your planning doesn't stop just because you've started whatever it is. You have to go along with whatever new information comes. You have to throw it in your plans, adjust your plans, change your plans accordingly. Because sometimes at the beginning, you don't know all the things you're going to run into. So planning is important. Logistics, responsible for mobilizing all the resources necessary to regain control of the release in accordance with the direction of command and operations. Proper amount and location of needed equipment can save lives. In other words, do we have the PPE that we need? Do we have the standby? Do we have some medical people there? Do we have whatever we need? That's the important part of it, logistics. And logistics is an important part of any big operation like this, which a lot of responses are. Finance, document financial transactions and see that payment is made for services that might be required. Finance is important. That's kind of after the fact usually, but it has to be there. And as long as finance doesn't make the rules, just what they're supposed to do, they're fine. But as you'll know, that I've said this many, many times, if you look at the history of any major malfunction, like the blowout in the Deepwater Horizon, it's almost always because the bean counters overrule the engineers. That move at the Deepwater Horizon, the Macondo, whichever you want to call it, was going to take 8 days and cost about $1 million a day, about $8 million. Do it safely and slowly. But no, they didn't want to spend $8 million. They wanted to do it quick. Well, they did it quick. And what happened? It blew up, killed 11 people. Instead of costing $8 million, it cost them like $20 billion. So I don't know. If I had a choice between the bean counters or the engineers about something, I'm going with the engineers. Okay, this is not a very long chapter. One of the FEMA projects is all about the incident command system. That's how important it is to the success of hazardous response operations. So again, here's your structure, incident commander at the top. And remember, there's always a safety officer too. Now, in a very small insight, there might only be a response. You could have a response with only 1 or 2 people there. The safety officer, incident commander could be the safety officer. But in anything of any size, you always have an incident commander and a safety officer. You don't necessarily have a medical officer liaison and all these people, but if any kind of operation of any size, you're going to have to want all these. You're going to want all these people because they each have things to do, and there's a lot going on, and it's usually under a lot of duress that's being done. Again, you'll learn much more about this ICS in the FEMA project, so we're not going to dwell on it any more than that right here. So that's it, and maybe the next day we'll have something different for art. We'll see. That's it.